Hello. Today I'll be going over the Getting Started folder in your course modules in your Blackboard. So if you're in Blackboard in our class, you should be able to click on Course Modules, and then you'll be able to see down here the folders. The first folder is Getting Started, and when you click on that folder, you should be able to see 5 subfolders. So there's Academic Honesty Statement, Publisher Information and ebook links, quizzes, rubrics, and other documents. So, firstly, the Academic Honesty Statement. So under that folder, we should find one file. And that file is just going to be the WCJC Academic Honesty in Online Courses Disclosure. So what's listed here, what counts as academic dishonesty. So there's just dishonesty generally, not telling the truth, right? So what ways can we not tell the truth? The first one is plagiarism. So that's when you turn in another's work as your own. Then there's collusion. Collusion is going to be when you and other students are working together to undermine the course policy. So unauthorized collaboration with another person. So in this course, you'll be working with other people, so there will be collaboration, but that's okay for those assignments, those group assignments, right? But if you work with other people in a way that violates the policies, then that would be considered collusion. So we have some examples of academic dishonesty and some ways to avoid plagiarism. So this should be pretty straightforward to everyone. You've probably seen something like this before, but it's here so that everybody's on the same page about this. And the next folder is going to be the publisher information folder. So that's this second folder here. So under this folder, you should be able to find several links. You'll be able to find a video on how to register with the Norton Inquisitive for Blackboard. So if you haven't already, registering is pretty easy. You can watch this video, but I think that for most of us, it'll be pretty straightforward. If you click on the Inquisitive assignment over here, it should bring you to the page in which you register or sign in for Inquisitive. So that shouldn't be too hard for some of us, and for the rest of us, there's a video that we can watch. After that, there's the Norton Service Desk support for students. So if now or at any future time during the semester you have questions that relate to our Norton software, so that's the Inquisitive or the ebook, if you lose access to those or if your access gets disrupted in some way, you can tell me about it so that I know you're having those issues. But you're also going to want to ask the Norton Service Desk for support, because I am not an IT person, so I can't help you with those IT issues. You're going to have to get an IT person, specifically one of the people from the Norton company, to help you with those software issues. That goes for Blackboard too. If you have Blackboard issues, you'll want to tell me, but you'll also want to get with Blackboard IT. And for the WCJC emails, if you have trouble with those, you'll want to contact WCJC IT and get them to sort it out for you. Okay, the next thing is syncing your grades with the Blackboard gradebook. So basically, when you have these Norton modules, you'll have assignments within them, and those assignments will get graded. But in order to, the Blackboard itself won't necessarily show those grades until synced. So if you see your grades not showing up in Blackboard, that may be the reason why. So this is just a brief explanation of that, the fact that it's different softwares, right? There's the Norton softwares and then the Blackboard softwares, and they have to be synced in order for one to read the other. Okay. After that, we have links. The first link is Inquisitive for Writers. The second link is a link to your Norton Literature ebook. The next link is a link to your Little Seagull ebook. And then looks like this is redundant here, another link to the Inquisitive for Writers. All right, so that's your publisher information and ebook links folder. The next folder is your quizzes folder. So there are 3 quizzes inside of it, and the word quizzes here is used very loosely. So we have the academic integrity quiz, the syllabus acknowledgement quiz, and the consent to disclosure of personal essays quiz. So all these really are have you read the academic integrity statement and agreed to it? Yes or no? Have you read the syllabus and agreed to it? Yes or no? And do you consent to disclose your essays to your professor for educational reasons? Yes or no? So those are the 3 quizzes, and like I said, quizzes used loosely because there's no real wrong answer here. You preferably say yes to these, but if you say no, then that's fine. I'll just get with you and ask you what it is you might object to and how we can work with you on that. Okay, so if anybody has any questions on the quizzes, they should be pretty straightforward. All you need to do is click on them, excuse me, and you should be directed to the question, true or false. I've read and understand. Save and submit. And that'll be all. So that's it for the quizzes. So the next folder will be the rubrics. So in your rubrics folder, there will be 2 different files. One will be a rubric for essays not using research, and one will be a rubric for essays using research. So the rubrics look like this. I'll open up the other rubric as well so that we can compare the 2. So for the essays not using research, it looks like this. For the essays using research, it looks like this. They look pretty much the same, right? But there are some key differences to notice about them. So we'll go through some of those differences in a moment. I will be right back.